Hello and welcome. I'm UK Gamer 808 and today we are looking at the Farming Simulator Seasons mod for fs19. Now this is a new series I'm going to start where we're going to basically go through playing seasons. So we are at early spring. Now let's go into the seasons menu and there's the calendar. So we're right at the start and so far the only thing we can do is plant grass. That is it. Or harvest poplars if we had some, or some oilseed radish, but that's it. That's too cold for planting anyway, so we can only harvest, and we got none of that, so there's not a lot we can do at the moment till the weather gets better. Now looking on to the weather, today's Tuesday and it looks like we'll have some sun later on, maybe, and Thursday is looking good, so that's probably when we're going to be able to put some crops in the ground, because at the moment you can see the top menu there, we've got the cloud saying it's cloudy day, and the next one is water on the crop, so there's water on the ground, so we're not going to be able to do a lot. Now I would like to get some sheep in, because the sooner we get the sheep in we can make a bit of wool on that. And then the next thing is I also want to do some deliveries as well, so let's go in and have a look to show you what I've got in my garage. Now I have got the MF seed huts. They are the Mercury Farms ones by Alien Jim. If you go put in MF shed pack in the mod hub, that'll come up. I've also got a turbine which you need to be generating lots of money, so that's doing 1,000 an hour, and you think, oh, that's loads of money, but that's not loads of money. It's only when you get 2 or 3 of them you actually make quite a bit of money. Then all the other stuff, all this needs to be repaired at the moment, so I'll just go and repair all these items first. Right, so that's all of them repaired, and you can see what we've got. I bought a Puma 240 and then we got a Class Zeron. Now I bought those because they're quite a bit of money, and the Kipper as well. I got the Kipper Turbo, and we got a few different trucks. Now the MF Activa, we're gonna have to get rid of that because it's not going to be big enough for what I want. I've got a couple of Black Sheep modding trailers, the big 70,000 litres, and then a couple of subsoilers, and there's a few other bits of kit we need to get rid of, and I got a faster lifter as well. So let's go into the map overview and see, as we're starting off seasons, I've started off with a bit of land already, which we own half of that. We don't own any of the fields apart from 5 and 6. Now those do need to be ploughed. Go back onto that menu, and there we go, needs ploughing, and those two need ploughing. Also down at Plumpton Farm there, the bits on the front where we generate money, I haven't managed to get that working yet, so I don't think that works till seasons gets going, but they need ploughing as well. And that's about a lot. Now I plan to have these 2 fields and buy 13, 14 and all of these larger fields. We'll end up buying most of it basically, but what we're going to do is I'm not going to seed any of them. I'm going to wait for whoever wants to seed them, and then whatever we get, we're going to grab it, and that way we can make a little bit of, we save a bit of time by putting the first harvest in, because at the moment we've got plenty of commodities. We've got 140,000 wheat, barley, oats, canola, none on the soybeans. Sorry, we got soybeans, no sunflowers, because I couldn't get those, and then the root crops, we haven't got much of that either. Right, so starting off around the farm, and we've got all our kits sat out. Now most of this stuff is what came with the new farmer. I've just got that trailer in, as we're going to be doing a sort of semi-realistic, I don't like the way you're scrolling, jumping in and out of vehicles and stuff, so we're going to try and do it where we'll actually go to the location. Then we got our Kipper and a couple of trailers over there, and then we got another truck there, and then we've got the Zeron and the Puma just in there. Now they're ready to go for ploughing, so I might actually, let's get that one, let's get the Puma out, because we've got the field just over here does need to be ploughed, and this will be done super quick anyway. We can just leave the work on it and it'll be done, because I think I'm going to probably use this one for grass anyway, because it's not that big of a field. So let's get the worker on. Am I on the edge? I might just be off. Let's have a No, I was right. Anyway, you can get on with that. So we do need to get the sheep in. Now, I've also filled up the seed and the fertilizer. Now, for those who don't know, you actually have to fill these up if you come in here just to buy. They're not buy points, they're just storage. So you need to fill them up first. Now, in this truck, I got 49,000 litres of fertilizer. So we can drop that off, and then they only take 80,000. So we'll dump that off into there. Now, just over the way there, I mean, see, the top left-hand corner, I've got a couple of the seed points from Mercury Farms, where I've just got them tucked over there because I didn't want to put them in the farm where it might have trouble with these triggers. Where I tried putting water in the farm, and you can't get water out of it. If you put it outside the farm, it's fine. So it's all to do with the trigger, whereas now we've got the triggers to actually fill our silos and what have you up. So I think it's got to do with something to do with that. Anyway, the plan is, let's get this fertilizer down to the garden centre, and we can sell that, and then that will make us enough money so we can come back and drop some sheep in, because we're going to generate wool straight away, and you want to get your sheep in straight away. It's otherwise you're losing out on wool. Simple as that. So we'll probably end up with about 350 or so sheep, something like that. I'm not going to go too mad with them. And then we also need to come back here to get some hay. So let's drop this at the garden centre. £115 grand, crazy money, but I'll take it. Now we just need to get the hay, and then we can get back and get the sheep on the go. And then we're also going to do some deliveries, where there's another nice way of making money is there's quite a few delivery contracts what come up, and they're bloody good money. Right, where have we gone? Yeah, so those who don't know, to trigger anything you have to turn these on. So you turn that one on, and then he starts loading. And this is our grass and hay points. So we're going to have hay, and we've got hay or grass. We'll have the hay. Shouldn't cost that much. £1,783, so it's not too much money. But we plan not to be buying any more of that. We should be able to make our own, but with seasons it's a multi-stage process, so we'll run through that as soon as the ground's a bit drier, because where it's wet at the moment, if we cut it and then it's got to dry, there's no point cutting wet grass. You may as well just wait for it to dry a bit, and then we'll cut it, and then it needs to be tethered and actually dried in the sun. So it's not as easy as it used to be. You wanted hay, you just cut your grass, run over it with the tedder, and then you had hay. But that's not working like that anymore. Right, we can actually go through just here, can't we? Yeah. Let's get over to the sheep. Now, I have set up a... Whoa, slow it down. Coming in hot. Right, let's drop that off there. It's not going to take any. I've got no sheep in there yet, have I? Right, I've got the water set up there, where I've just put a hydrant next to it, just to make things a little bit easier. So some say it's cheating. I call it playing the bloody game. Use the mods for the best thing you want them for. Right, so we're going to go for Sussex. Now, one thing what does annoy me with this, where we still have to, if you want 300, 500, you have to press it 500 times. Bloody stupid. Right, so I'm going to press a load of this, and then we get a few hundred in there. There we go, we got just over 200 grand's worth. Confirm, and we bought them. So if we go into the seasons menu now, and we can see we got 342, and they haven't got any food because it only takes 1,000 at a time. So we'll get that filled up now. Right, I didn't bring the water down, so let's go and get a truck and trailer, fill them up with water, and then I haven't done the cleanliness cheat, but I think I'll just leave that for the time being. We don't need to do that right now because we're not on the next episode. We'll be running at 5 times. I think I'm going to keep it on 5 times speed, and we're doing 6-day seasons on this one, so it's not too bad. Now he's nearly finished that field, and I think it just pays to make that grass. It's just a bit too small for getting a decent yield off it. There we go, fill that out with water. So how much did we have left over? 16,000. Right, so that can go back into the silo, and that doesn't need a full tank actually. It's probably only going to want about 20,000 litres or so. Yeah, probably what we got. So let's drop that off, because as soon as they got water, then they should all be happy. And I keep going on that menu. Yeah, the water's going in now. Right, that one's done. We'll leave that. We'll pull that tanker up and we can refill it at that same point. Right, we'll leave that there. And then the next job we've got to do is this field does need lime, but I do want to go in to make some money with the delivery missions, as we've only got 21,000 now. So the plan was I'm going to use this faster lifter, and then I bought a little trailer, and we're going to do some delivery mission to make a bit of money. Right, so let's go and have a look at there's the one there, transporting items from the transport company to the sawmill. So let's accept that contract. It does annoy me that you can only accept one contract at a time, where your farmers already have an active contract. Yeah, well, why can't I do them both at the same time? But oh no. Now that should appear on the map now. The transport company, so we need to go down to the transport company, which is down at the docks, and there'll be some pallets for us to load and take them to the sawmill, and that's pretty good money. There's also one more at the lemon farm, so I think we'll do those two, because that's about another 60 sort of grand, and this is what it's all about. Get that money in, because you soon start spending it. Right, I will see you at the docks in a moment. Right then, here we are at the transport company. Open that up, and there they are. We got 6 pallets ready to go. Can't pick them up, that's a shame. That would have made things a lot easier. Now I got the faster lifter, but sometimes it has been a bit of a pain, I find, with this, because it's you haven't got the finesse that you've got on using a telehandler or anything like that. And really I wanted to bunch these up. Oh, not like that. See what I mean, where it just overran that little bit. Right, that should be to pick up a couple. Let's just put that trailer a little bit closer, and it's easy money in the bank. As long as I can use this faster lifter. Alright, I haven't really used it. I thought I'd give it a go. Right, so we need to unfold it, and there he goes. Drop those down a bit, and I want to try and pick up 2 at the same time. which is why I squashed them together. Beautiful. Yep, not completely stable on there, but they're on there. Let's get them on the trailer. Whoa. Well, that was different. But they're on the trailer, that's the main thing. Right, that's them loaded. So we can get some straps on, hopefully. And the straps aren't going to work. You're joking. Right then, to the sawmill. Now this is I can't believe they're not going to strap on, so that sawmill road is, we're going to lose them. I know we are. Righto, let's do a bit of time lapse. See you there shortly. Right then, here we are at the sawmill, and I didn't lose any. Right then, I thought they would just disappear, and I take it you do put them into there, because I've never done a transport. Oh, they do stick, typical. That's what, there was me going so slow on the way down here. The straps, unbelievable. Won't let me undo them. Fold that away. I always do the wrong button. There we go. Okay, I expected them to disappear. I had this before when I was doing deliveries, where I couldn't get rid of them, and it hasn't come up with a red. Interesting. I don't understand that then. Let me know if you know what I am doing wrong, because I haven't done many transporting missions, and I did it last time I did it at Ravenport, and I had the same trouble where it didn't. Well, I pick it up, take it to wherever, and it didn't give me any money. So anyhow, we're not going to do another transported mission until I know what the crack is going on with that. Very strange. Right, well, we need to get back down to the farm. Right, well, that didn't work out how I wanted it. So this one over here, he should be finished in the Puma, and hopefully he's done a fantastic job, which he has done a fantastic job. All looks good. Now we're still not going to be able to plant anything in this. This is why I thought, well, anything what needs ploughing, let's just get the plough on and get it done now. Now I have got the dirt on low, because those who don't know, the dirt does reflect maintenance. So the higher the dirt, the higher maintenance costs. And I think we'll park this one just over here. Now, so we haven't made much money whatsoever then, not with the delivery contracts not paying out. So I think the one thing we're gonna have to do is get rid of this Massey. Now you're gonna get 20% more for taking it to the shop rather than just selling it through the menu. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We're going to take this. Whoa, I thought that hooked up. What the? Okay, something got a bit stuck there. Right, so let's go and get this to the shop. Get rid of this, that'll be money in the bank, and we're not going to be using it for months, so there's no point keeping hold of it. So I'll see you at the shop in a moment. Right, so let's get that sold. Sell. Cool, so that is sold. Right, so there's not really a lot we can get on with, is there? I would like to play the top fields, but we're waiting on a bit of growth. Not growth, where we go. There's fruit types in there at the moment, and really you want a load of sunflowers. Sunflowers is the only thing I haven't got, but we're too early in the season where we're not going to be able to put any plants in till at least a couple of days, I reckon. Maybe tomorrow. It's Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe, but there's the trouble with the weather changing so erratically, it might not happen for a while. So there you go. Righto, well, I think we'll leave it there for episode 1 of this Farming Simulator 19 Seasons mod, and hopefully it'll turn out alright, and then we won't have any crashes, because I've already lost one game, which is why I haven't played it for about a week. It just annoyed me so much. I was like, right, I'm having a bit of time off. So there you go. Now next episode we get into making some well, a bit more money, and hopefully we can start getting some fields on the go, because I'm going to start fast forwarding time on the 5 times. I think we'll leave it on 5 times and we will play the game on that. So righto, thanks for watching, and always appreciate if you smash that like button for me, and if you are new to the channel, why not think about hitting that subscribe button. More videos coming every day, especially in the new year. We've got quite a big lineup coming up, where we're always going to be doing mods and testing and new mods and various other bits and bobs, especially map tours. Thanks for watching, till the next time, goodbye.